Chris Paul, Shai Gilchrist, Dennis Schroeder. Three powerful weapons OKC had. And I think out of those weapons, they failed to use the most important one effectively. And that was Steven Adams. Unfortunately for the Thunder, Steven Adams should have been the game changer, but he's a bum, so as expected, he has no post moves, and he didn't utilize the advantage he had. Now, the one thing I fear going into this Lakers game is we're going against the best big man in the league by far. I don't think it's up for debate. I don't know if you want to put Anthony Davis at the 4, at the 5, whatever you want to call him, a tweener, but at the end of the day, he's a big man, regardless of his handle and his shot. And I think he's the best big man in the NBA today. That's on record. Going forward, I do believe the Rockets have a chance to win this series. And the way I see it as, Westbrook and Harden got to go bonkers. We already know that. That's off the top. We got to get at least a 30-piece and a 40-piece, or a 25-piece and a 40-piece from either the two, however they want to do it. Westbrook, he's going to attack the hole, and he's going to kick out. Harden, he's going to attack the hole. He's also going to hit his step-back threes and take his shots. The Rockets are known for three-point shooting, and I think the only way we're going to win this series is to go down the same way we're coming up, and that's by the three-point shot. The Robert Covingtons, the PJ Tuckers, the very important Eric Gordon, they got to knock down shots. There's no question about it. They have to hit the threes. They have to put the pressure on the Lakers by knocking down shots. I noticed with the Lakers, especially in that last series, they're not good at closing out, especially LeBron James, due to the fact that I think he tries to preserve energy on defense. He's older now, so I get it. I ain't knocking him for it, but I do notice he doesn't close out well on shooters. And he also likes to shift the blame. So if I'm OKC, if I'm Houston, we got to keep the pressure on the Lakers. We got to attack, and try to get them in foul trouble, whether it be Anthony Davis or LeBron James. On the flip side, Anthony Davis is going to be a huge problem. There's no way around it. Now, you can look back at the regular season, and you could say, yeah, we split games. They got one, we got one. But certain people were missing. Everything is different now. We can't look at the regular season. The regular season doesn't even count right now. This bubble, and you can look at Giannis over there with the Bucks, has proven to you that regular season doesn't matter. Everything right now in the bubble is what matters going forward. And I know LeBron is going to do what he does. He's going to drop 20-something points. He's going to get 9 rebounds. He's going to get 7 assists. He's going to kick out to shooters too. But what I'm hoping is the people like Danny Green, who hasn't barely shown up in these playoffs, I want him to stay like that. Stay cold. Because you see, I was rocking with the Lakers against Portland Trailblazers. Y'all know that. I had my own great grievances with Damian Lillard. But he's gone fishing, and he's out of the playoffs, right? Chris Paul, out of the playoffs, right? Russell Westbrook in the second round. So we're going to move on forward like that. But I'm very worried. I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't. But at the same time, when you sit back and you analyze and you look at this Rockets team, they're built to beat the Lakers. This team is built to beat the Lakers today. We have the roster from top to bottom between Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Robert Covington, PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon, and the players coming off the bench. If you look at this team, we can move the ball from 1 through 5, and you cannot leave anybody open. Now, Russell Westbrook, I don't want him taking threes. We know his shot. See, I can criticize Russell Westbrook. That's the difference between me and y'all. A lot of y'all got your favorite players. They got these Damian Lillards. Y'all hype them up, but y'all never criticize them. Y'all never take back and look at the faults that they do. I could say, Russell Westbrook, you got to calm down. I could say, Russell Westbrook, you gotta play with some pace. You know, slow it down. Watch the turnovers. But I trust Russell Westbrook at the same time. So I criticize him, but I trust him. You guys don't criticize and you trust players. You let Damian Lillard rock you to sleep and he dipped off into the sunset. That's cool. We're going to focus on the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's in for some big games coming, but is he going to be aggressive? If he's aggressive out the gate, we're in for some trouble. We're in for problems because we don't have the matchups, necessarily the size to combat with him. He's got to be the X factor, and it's a shame because Anthony Davis is not an X factor. He's a damn near the MVP. He's a quality star player. So we have to put him in foul trouble. JaVale McGee, he's a problem too because he's very athletic and energetic around the rim. All those kind of guys give problems to Houston because we're undersized. We got PJ Tucker playing at center. But one thing about PJ Tucker is he's a lion heart. He's got the heart of a lion. Straight animalistic dog is in him. You know, he's got that Russell in him. If you don't got that Russell in him, that's why I like this team so much because they're a bunch of dogs. Robert Covington does not care who he's defending. I'm not saying he don't get killed, but he puts out effort every time, no matter if he's guarding a 2 guard, a 3, or the 5. Robert Covington is always putting out effort. If Eric Gordon is on top of his game, and I'm talking about the way he slashes, the way he's able to knock down those threes, Lakers got a problem on their hand. This is not no easy matchup for them, and I hope they don't take us lightly because we're coming to bring it. We're coming with the pain. Russell Westbrook and James Harden is coming with the pain. If you think James Harden is going to have another bad series, forget about it. This matchup is more in his favor. You see, the Thunder were fast. They had that small ball lineup too, even though they had Steven Adams, but he wasn't effective. And we got him out of the game. But this Lakers lineup right here, they the big dogs. We the little dogs. But we are some feisty pit bulls. We are some feisty Rockwallers. And we're not going out without a fight. So at the end of the day, I got the Rockets in 6. Now, we'll touch up on more of this as the series go on, depending on what happens. But let's go Rockets.